So you guys are both going to get a lot of questions about last year to this year, but Mike, for you in particular, at this time last year, you were still sort of on the comeback from your injury and maybe didn't know exactly how much you could do. How much better has it been this year, knowing where you stand physically and you're able to really go after things full speed for a long period of time now?
I'm a lot. I'll say I'm a lot healthier. I haven't had any like nicks or injuries in preseason or the summer, so I'm blessed for that. Um, and like I just developed, my body has developed. I'm feeling more like how I used to before my injury and stuff. So for that part, it's been really good for me.
This could be for both players, Mike and then JJ. Just talk about what you want to get out of especially the next two exhibition games. Just continue to get better to, run more plays or just become more comfortable with each other. And
Definitely want to become closer as a team. Learn more about each other. Some lineups haven't like been together on the court yet, so just playing against somebody else will be good for us before we start our first actual game. And then I just want to come out and get everybody's confidence up. We should win these two games by a good amount, so I just want to get everybody's confidence up and on the offensive end and defensive end, just knowing what they're doing and when they're supposed to do it.
Yeah, I would agree. Mostly get confidence out of these games, and just get comfortable with one another on both ends. Just learning rotations and you know, um, just learning how learning better each other's tendencies and things like that.
AJ, Coach Payne said he hadn't decided on starting five. Do you have some ideas? Do you think the players have a suspicion who's going to start, or how are you approaching that?
Um, I would say that's with the coaches. Everybody's been working hard, and he always says he want to have 10 starters. So we'll see tomorrow who he comes out with, but we're all ready to work.
Are you eager to see who gets the nod?
Oh yeah, I'm eager, but I'm also just eager to get out there and play. So we'll see.
Mike, just talk about Trey and what he brings to this team and how different he helps you. You know what I mean? Like you guys with having him and that you're going to probably not see as the defenses maybe like you would have if he wasn't out there.
I could say like he's a versatile scorer, a versatile defender. On the offensive end, he commands a lot of attention. He's going to command a lot of attention from other teams, so that just helps everybody else spot up and be ready and opens up the defense and stuff. I definitely think with him on the court, I'll be seeing a lot more open looks and rhythm catch and shoot threes just because of how much space he creates and attention he draws from the defense for sure. But he's a very good scorer and a very good defender, and he's going to help our team a lot.
For both of you guys, what's been the change in the culture that you've seen from last year to this year?
I would say the competitiveness definitely starts with the roster. Just from the beginning we got here, it just seemed like a whole different vibe and a whole different team. It's just a lot more fun this year. Guys are competing day in, day out, and guys are picking up what the coaches want them to pick up quicker. And I think because of that, the culture is it's easier to develop, and I think the players are getting it more. So.
For either one of you guys, Kenny said that one thing he's looking forward in, or looking for in these two exhibitions is how physical you guys are and how imposing you are against actual competition. Where do you think you guys are in terms of your overall physicality?
I think we're a real physical team. Like we have the length and we have a pretty tall team, and our bigs are pretty physical. Our guards are pretty physical, so I think we have a real physical team. I don't like. I think he's like talking about like imposing our will and like rebounding and stuff like that. So I'm eager to see how our rebounding with the bigs and the guards. holds up tomorrow and stuff, we should out rebound them, but it should be by a good margin.
Question for both of you all. Could you, just take me back to the moment when, like all these new faces that show up on campus this summer, and you all had, you've been through a lot. You had seen some of your teammates leave, but just, and you talk about just this team having that chemistry that's clicking. But just kind of like, what was it like when you have all those new faces come in and you're just kind of starting to get a feel for each other? Did it take some time to bond, or was it something that, like, as you all have talked about, is just that picked up pretty quickly?
I would say it picked up pretty quickly. I would say as soon as we got here, everybody got here in the summer, like we started hanging out off the court and then playing pickup multiple days on the court throughout the week. So, and like we got good dudes, so with good personality. So we gelled pretty quickly. And so it was exciting when those guys came. I was excited.
How did you feel about that?
I can say the same. I think everybody got here. We gelled pretty quickly. We started hanging out off the court, and then, like JJ said, we started playing together on the court just to build that chemistry that way. And we got good dudes. So I think with any situation like that, if you got good dudes returning and good dudes coming in, the chemistry is going to pick up pretty well.
JJ, how are you different right now than you maybe were this time last year?
I would say I'm definitely a lot more confident and more prepared. I feel like last year I was still unsure like about certain things, but this year, like this being my senior year of basketball, like I know what to expect. I've played a pretty decent amount of teams. I know what teams are going to throw at you and things like that. So knowing that just has me more ready this year, I would say.
Mike, kind of a similar question, but Kenny this summer praised just how much you worked at becoming a better, shooter, and then also working with your ball handling. What were some of the steps that you took this summer to make that happen? And then, when you come into the scrimmage last week, you make, I think, 4 or 5 from 3. How good does it make you feel to see that pay off?
Just knowing what they need me to get better at and what I want for myself, and then attacking it every day in the summer with the workouts and the training and stuff. And then to see it pay off like that, it just knows that what you're doing was good and you need to keep it up. So I feel like I'm a better shooter. I feel like I'm a better ball handler for sure. I'm more confident with the ball in my hand and my ability to create for others, come off the pick and roll and see different coverages and make passes and reads. So, I can say I got a lot better in that aspect.